Howdy y'all, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. My buddy Mike sent me a Mountainhouse adventure meal. This one is beef stroganoff with noodles in savory cream sauce with mushrooms and onions. Just add water, ready in 10 minutes, no extra cleanup. 12 grams of protein per serving, so that would be 24 grams in this little pouch. Plenty of food for 2 people, one big meal for one person. 280 calories per serving. What else? The sodium's a little high, 34%, so 68% if you eat the whole pouch. Not a bad meal. There's lots of information on the back of the pouch. The ingredients, cooking instructions. Says to use 13 ounces of water, so I eyeballed that. I can feel little pieces of it up the top here. So what I like to do is shake these, make sure all the pieces get down to the bottom, and just make sure there's no big clumps stuck together. Got the water on the boil. There's the tear slot, easily tears. I've had these before. And there's a zipper there to reseal it once you add the hot water. I'm going to use scissors and cheat and cut it up top here in case I need to read the back for information later. There it is. I grabbed a piece of something and tried it. Turned out to be a mushroom. It was actually pretty good. This has a nice smell. I do have to say it tasted really salty, but that's before adding the water, and that was just a piece of mushroom. But with over 2/3 of your daily recommended sodium, I would imagine it's going to taste salty. So it says to add the hot water and let it sit for 5 minutes. I'm going to let it sit for at least 10 minutes. I've had these before, and they're just so much better if you let them sit longer than recommended. Make sure you get everything down in the corners there. And I don't have a flat surface in my little cooking area. I live full-time in my F-150 with a Lear topper, so you're always making adjustments, especially while cooking. I have it re-zipped, and I even threw a clamp on it just in case. Put it aside. I'm going to let it sit that 10 minutes, and we're going to open it up, give it a look, and stir it around. When you stir it around, check all the corners. Be really thorough. If not, you're going to get something that's hydrated next to a clump of mystery. Oh, and by the way, expert that I am, maybe take out the do not eat, the moisture absorber. I see it in there. All right. That just gives you an idea what an expert I am. Oh, it's in there now. Maybe it'll be a flavor packet. That's what it looks like after the 10 minutes. I stirred it up good. I'm going to let it sit another 10 minutes. Basically more than double of what it recommends. And we'll see how it looks. It should be ready to go now. But I've had these where I've eaten half and then eaten the other half later. Let me get that do not eat out of there. Always take these out, kids, before you add the hot water. If I knew what I was doing, I wouldn't be living in a truck, would I? That looks really good. It's got a really good smell. Yeah. I'm just going to let it sit. I've found the longer it sits, the better it absorbs, the better it tastes. Sometimes part of it'll look good and taste good, and you'll get a crunchy in there because I don't think the mushrooms and the noodles and the beef all absorb at the same rate. So you can't go wrong with letting it sit. If it's real cold where you're at, maybe wrap it in a towel or a jacket or something so it doesn't get cold while you're waiting for it to absorb, but that doesn't look bad at all. Adventure meal, Mountainhouse, beef stroganoff with noodles in savory cream sauce with mushrooms and onions. I gotta tell you guys, this was good. And I'm not talking about for a freeze-dried meal, this was actually good. Not restaurant quality, but I've had family members cook me worse than this. It could use some pepper or whatever you like to add to it. It does not need any more salt. That overwhelming salt taste isn't there anymore, but you know there's a lot of salt in here. Probably part of it is as a preservative and some of it's for flavor. I would definitely recommend this particular one, the beef stroganoff. The sauce isn't bad at all. It's got a good taste to it. Yeah, black pepper and you would be good to go on this. Hey, Clean Plate Club, that was an easy one. Mike, thank you for giving me these. Absolutely delicious. I have a few more. I'll be eating them over the next few weeks. Thanks for riding along today, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Mike.